In real estate, it's all about location, 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 right? You with me? Doesn't matter the type of business. It's all about what?
Timing.
Timing, timing, timing. No doubt. Now, so the first thing that we talked about is the timing of Chiari and why Chiari is a company like no other. And just as important, why there will never be another company like Chiari. And I'll explain it to you in these terms because it's very important that, that each of you understand it. Now, what is our breakthrough ingredient? It's maki. Now, some of you know that it's the new number one recently discovered superfruit of all time, confirmed by science, absolutely. Up to 30 times more powerful than any other superfruit ever discovered. Yes. Because of it, Dr. Hankey and him and I were going back and forth and talking. He believes that it is the next breakthrough ingredient that will change the way that the anti-aging industry, the immunity industry, the weight loss industry, the energy market, and the overall health and wellness industry, which altogether is well over $1 trillion industry. Now, just stop for a second and think. If you are the first and the only to have something that will radically change that industry, would you be excited? Yes?
Yes.
Whitney, what about you?
Absolutely, 100%.
So when we were talking about timing with these folks, and I can't tell you their names because it's really G14 classified, because they're going to get their teams together and everything. But we talked about timing and why this is important. Because maki is a once in a lifetime breakthrough ingredient. So we talked about, yes, it's from Patagonia, but why? There literally have been hundreds of thousands of studies on antioxidants and how they benefit your health, from the government to private research to universities, and it is unanimous that without antioxidants, you do not function properly, and you die if you don't have proper antioxidants within your system. So with maki, it has the most powerful antioxidants ever discovered. But what was also important that we talked about is why though, why, and why we feel maki will never be recreated. There is a big hole in the ozone layer above Patagonia, Chile, where maki is grown. It's about 3 times as big as the United States. So because of that, it creates an environment which is unlike any other. Patagonia, you've seen the pictures in the video, very, very, very beautiful. It's pristine. It is virtually untouched. It's virgin land. But because of the ozone layer, it gets very high doses of sunlight, which causes the plant to what? To defend itself, to survive. So what you see is the berry itself is a very, very, very deep, dark colored berry. Because of that, it has two different types of antioxidants in it. One is called anthocyanins, which is in other fruits, but another is called delphinidin, which is the most powerful antioxidant, plant-based antioxidant. The chemical makeup of maki confirmed is 80% of maki is a delphinidin. 80%. So understand that there is not any other fruit ever discovered that is like maki and has the environment to really reproduce it. And just to kind of give you an example, okay? And not only is it just high in ORAC, which stands for oxygen radical absorbance capacity, but it provides very, very, very broad spectrum protection too, meaning that your body really has 6 primary free radicals that can cause damage, premature aging, disease process, etc. Maki has the highest average broad spectrum protection against all six. So if you have a boat and it has 6 holes in it, plugging 2, is that helpful? Yeah. But are you still going to sink? Yep. So is it better to plug all 6 versus 2? Yep. And I just want to show you, Maki, this is just by comparison. It has higher total ORAC more than blackberry, more than acai, more than blueberry, more than strawberry, more than plums, more than raspberries, more than oranges, more than cherries, more than apples, more than kiwis, and even more than onions. Onion has antioxidants in it too. So Maki is 507%, 507% more potent from a broad spectrum than all of those others combined. I want you to think about that for a second. So what that means is there's nothing in the world like Maki. So does everybody understand that with what we're doing? Does everybody get it? Do me a favor. If that fires you up, if you get the gravity of that, let me know in the chat. But the story gets even better. The facts get even better. The science gets even better. So Chiari, when we were forming the company, I wanted to do things that no other company had ever done on the product side. And frankly, no other company could ever do on the product side. I didn't want to have competition 5 years from now. I didn't want to have competition 10 years from now. I didn't want to have competition 30 years from now. So we developed Maki X. Maki X, you will not find it in stores. It's proprietary to us. And what it is, it's a super concentrated extract. So Dr. Hankey, who helped formulate our products, he was given a $5 million grant from the World Health Organization to study Maki. He led a team of other doctors and researchers on the health benefits of Maki. And what he discovered is the anthocyanins and the delphinidins were so powerful. So what we did is we developed a very customized extract where it harnesses the antioxidant horsepower of Maki, and we supercharged it times 10. Think about that for a second. So Maki's already the number one. Nothing ever comes close to Maki to begin with. And now we take it to levels never seen before, even more, times 10. Think about that for a second. Because we did that, it allows us to put Maki X as a convenient delivery system into anything that we wanted. So you see it in our shakes, and you see it in our energy. And you're going to see it in our new product that we're unveiling at Momentum event.
You guys
So
hear
we already
that?
have the number one fruit. Yeah, some of them that might be paying attention.
Yeah.
We already have the number one fruit. We have the number one extract nobody else will ever have. Think about that for a second. And so we can put it into anything that we want. So when some people say our shake is just a weight loss, no, you're not getting it. It's not just a weight loss. There are plenty of, quote, just weight loss shakes around the world. There are plenty of, quote, energy products just around the world. But there are no products in the world, nor will there ever be, which has the power of Maki supercharged by Maki X. Think about that. So if the anti-aging, the immunity, the weight loss, the energy markets by themselves is $1 trillion market, and we have a breakthrough ingredient that nobody else ever has or will, that has the potential to not just lead it, but dominate it. I mean, doesn't that make you excited? Don't you see why people fly and sit and get excited out of their mind?